Hi everyone, welcome to today's trade of the day, and for today's trade of the day we will be looking at the pound dollar. Right, so the pound dollar, this is what we see on the daily chart. Okay, we have prices basically making a very strong uptrend. Right, it's very clear price is holding above the moving average very nicely. It's making a strong uptrend. However, recently price has been making a series of lower highs and a series of lower lows, right? Signifying that very well the trend could possibly end. Okay, so since this is on the daily and we really want to look for some sort of intraday opportunity, let's zoom in on this area. Right, so let's go down to the 4 hours. But before we go down to 4 hours, I want to show you guys that in this downtrend, right, we can expect price to push slightly lower. Okay, of course, you can test the first level, all right, the recent low, or it can move even lower. You can do a Fibonacci retracement from this low all the way to this recent high, and we can expect price to come back to test the 38 retracement again, because previously it was not tested at all, right? So this can be our first swing target, so to say. Let's quickly go down to the 4 hours. All right, and over here we can tidy this up. Just let me tidy this up a bit. Put this as our long-term take profit. Now over here we see that price has made a series of lows. Okay, and if we were to connect all these lows, right, we can see that price has broken out of this trend line to the downside. So what we can expect price to do is actually to possibly come back to retest the trend line before going all the way lower. Right, so remember that this is the 38.20 retracement on the daily. Okay, on the 4 hour, if we do a zigzag from this high, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, we also see that this comes close to the 76.40 level, right? So there is the last swing low, there's a 76.40 level as well. But before that, right, we also see that price has tested and reacted at the 61.8 level. Okay, so perhaps we want to highlight the 61.8 first. Okay, and I'll include the trend line as well. Alright, we also see that price is still within a bearish environment. We're looking at the indicators, price is below moving average. MACD is just starting to cross below zero. Let's use the Fibonacci retracement of the last movement from the swing high to the swing low. And we see that the 38.20 is actually quite close to the moving average resistance, right, at this level over here. Okay, and we can put this as a red line to wait for sort of our entry. Alright, and let's go lower into the lower time frame to fine tune this strategy. So we have our resistance and our support. Alright, so we can tidy up the trend line as well on the lower time frame. And it's interesting to note, right, that price has already done the breakout and pullback on the lower time frame, and this spike here is also in line with the 4 hour 38.20. Alright, but what we can expect price to do, as I mentioned, okay, we can expect price to push up higher to this level and then finally swing back down to the daily take profit. Alright, so this is the opportunity that we are looking at intraday. Okay, this is the opportunity that we are looking at intraday. So let's go ahead and tidy up the elements as well. Alright, 34 EMA seems like a good moving average to use because it's holding price in a downtrend. It's also holding price well in an uptrend, right? So we can expect price to come back to test this moving average resistance. All right, and where are we going to put our entry and stop loss? All right, stop loss, very clear, is the level that we know for sure we are wrong, right? So if price were to break below this stop loss, okay, very confidently we can say that we can flip the trade immediately the other way and play it down to our initial take profit level. Let's go down to the 30 minutes to try to see, okay, whether there's any nice level for an entry. All right, ignore the indicators on the 30 minutes for now. We see price actually pushing higher on the very short term. All right, we can use a Fibonacci retracement of the last move of the current movement. Okay, not the most accurate, but we want to see where Fibonacci lines up with a graphical level. And the 23.6 seems like a nice level for an entry. All right, it's a graphical overlap in line with the short-term ascending trend line support. Okay, and also the Fibonacci 23.6. All right, let me zoom back out to the 1 hour. Okay, so this is really the intraday trade idea that we have. Okay, we can play a push-up first. One push-up. Give me a moment, let me just tidy this up. All right, one push-up, and once finally price has reached this intraday level for take profit, right, we can get ready to start looking for an opportunity to go short. All right, so indicators on the 1 hour is also showing room for further bearish momentum, right? But not without first coming back to test the moving average resistance. So that's all the time that we have for today's trade of the day. I wish you guys all the best. Trade safe, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys again. Thank you.